Here in Cincinnati, great American ballpark in a city steeped in baseball history. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Cincinnati Reds. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And starting this one, Brady Singer. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you know, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers.
First pitch, 140.
This one in the air, center field. Myers gets under it, and there's one down. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. Some power, but low on base and ranking towards the bottom in runs per game.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well. I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And a ground ball to first. Stewart steps on the bag. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out.
Hey man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Two down, nobody on. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here in Cincinnati, and taking the ball for Detroit, Justin Verlander. What do you look for here?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Leading off, TJ Friedl.
This afternoon, the left fielder.
Friedl went deep in his most recent game. Verlander, over 200 career wins. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And the 1-0.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one misses. Ball 3. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Friedl thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. That one misses. Nope. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. The hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Hey!
Here's your 1.
Yep,
his stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy. This one in the air, right field. Perez on the move. Makes the grab on the run. 1 away. Here's the lineup for the Reds. And a big factor for them in recent games, Matt McLain.
And Boog, you know he's happy seeing a righty out there on the mound in this one. I mean, over 300 against righties on the year, so definitely you expect him to try to tack on a few more points of batting average with a couple of hits. Should be a good matchup for him in this one.
1 out man at first. Here's Elly De La Cruz. He's lucky he didn't have to cough up part of his salary to Hunter Greene earlier this year, Singy. Elly De La Cruz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Well, just take a look at his last week plus, and you'll see he's been very active in these games. He seems to score a run every night.
The 1-0. That one missed.
One of my favorite moments from earlier this year in spring training, Boog, was Elly smashing a window on Hunter Greene's SUV with the foul ball. You know, that's one way to find out how much your teammates like you. Their response in a situation like that will tell you a lot.
Man at first, 1 away. On the ground. Dives, and he can't hang on. He decides to eat it, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing. The Marlins finished 3rd in the National League East that season, Boog, and that was the Florida team with guys like Hanley Ramirez, Dan Uggla, and Cody Ross. I wonder if Dan Uggla's still doing arm curls.
2 on, 1 out. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third. Myers to the plate. Safe. He beat the tag. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Pushed that hitting streak to 12 games the last time out. This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2. Soto's one of those guys that'll end up homering in every ballpark in the league before his career is over. The only question is, how quickly can he do it?
Pitch is in there. And the count 1-2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in the third and final game of the series. Two down. Oh, and this one gets away. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Lowe launched a homer in his most recent game. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Two on, 2 outs. Hard hit into the gap. 1 run will score. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they take a 3-run lead.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Jose Trevino, the next to hit for the Reds. Lowe on at second with 2 down.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Ball, that's out.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Now the 0-1. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Got him swinging for the K. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We move to the second here in Cincinnati. It's the Reds 4 and new inning getting started. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Torkelson matched a homer in his last game.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive. Fill up the strike zone. Don't issue free passes.
On the ground right side. In plenty of time to first. 1 out in the second.
That's it. The catcher, number 13, Dillon Dingler.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Up the middle, De La Cruz. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 6, the third baseman, Colt Keith.
2 down, base is empty. Colt Keith will hit next. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail it here 4-0. Bottom of the inning. In now for the Reds, Matt McLain. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Fastball for a strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Kind of muffed that strikeout pitch right there. I'm not sure if he got crossed up or tied up, but either way, good composure to recover and finish the out at first. That's a play you could easily panicked on and throw into right field.
Aye.
The 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Yeah, one of those umpires, you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Ball 2.
Just missed. Got him looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Myers, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The 1-0. That clips the corner. Right through there for a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second. It's the Reds 4 and the Tigers nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, these Tigers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And that one pulled foul. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. McKinstry wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. One challenge remaining for them now. You'll one.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
The 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Now it's going to be Parker Meadows.
Nope, it looks like
inside.
somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground, out to short. And safe.
No, he's safe.
Bang, bang play, but speed wins on a great effort there.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Here's Gleyber Torres. Fly to center his first time. Hey! Meadows leads off first with two down to the inning. Quick move to first, and he's back in safely. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Got him swinging. One left for Detroit. They're down 4-0. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
eyes wide open. I see, had a vision, had a dream, eyes wide open. I see, hey, hey. I had a vision, we was on top.
Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Ball 1.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
This one in the air center field. Meadows under this one. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Up next for the Reds, the first baseman, Sal Stewart.
Hey. Nope, outside.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
2-1 now. And that one hammered. That's back. Out of here. He'll circle the bases. Home run number 5 on the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
One down. Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit for the Reds. High fly ball, right field. Perez on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Ball.
Tigers bullpen with some action. Troy Melton appears to be getting loose. And a 1-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the 3rd. Swings and misses, and the count is even, 2-2. Caught him looking for the K. The Reds rolling after this solo shot, and the lead is now 5-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Riley Greene.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Now this is a rocket to left, and that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. And he'll pull him to second safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Carpenter.
And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. On the ground, right side. Stewart takes it himself. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman.
And here is Spencer Torkelson. He's 0 for 1.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
0-1 now. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Hey!
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That was foul, and he'll see another. 2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
The third baseman.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Struck out swinging his first time. Runner at second, 2 down. McLain fires over to first. They limit the damage here. Tigers grab 1 on this RBI double. We're midway in the 4th. You're watching Reds baseball on the Show, Ohio. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Troy Melton.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Number 35, Jose Trevino.
Hey!
close, but called a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Melton, the tall righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, a sinker, and occasionally works in a splitter. Out towards right center field. Meadows on the move to the alley. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Reds, the right fielder, number 30, Will Benson.
Nope.
Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That's towards center. Meadows ranging back. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Second baseman,
Matt McLain, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 1 so far.
Hey!
See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Two down, nobody on. No question about this one. It's out of here. His second of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 6-1.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball 1.
Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 for the Reds on the homer. We played 4. This is Reds baseball on the Show, Ohio. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Hard hit left side. Suarez throw to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Tigers, the right fielder, Wenceel Perez.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now here is Parker Meadows. Meadows in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Perez stands at first with one out.
Inside, ball one.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges. The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. De La Cruz. Off balance feet. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So the batting order turns over. Here comes Gleyber Torres. The Reds leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 5th. Popped up to the left into foul ground, and that'll do it. Tigers leave one. They trail it 6-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. In now for the Reds, Dane Myers. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Well, these Reds putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. I say that about the mental edge because on the mound, it's extremely frustrating to not be able to put hitters away, and that's exactly what we've seen here.
Right through there for a strike. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Way inside, gets out of the way. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. This one in the air, center field. Meadows takes it in for the out. One down.
Up next for the Reds, the first baseman, Sal.
Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Sal Stewart. He's already homered in this game. Runner takes off. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Man at second. And a foul ball. Melton checks the runner. Myers back on a dive. That one lifted to left. Greene has a beat on it. He's got it. Runner tags at second.
Up next for the Reds.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Troy Melton departs, and he leaves a runner at third, so we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Tyler
Tigers,
Holton gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Foul ball there. Two outs and a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. That one fouled off. And the 0-2. This one chopped up the middle. Torres. Play made. That ends the inning. Reds leave one. They lead it though 6-1. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So digging in, Riley Greene.
The left fielder, number 31, Riley Greene.
Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
High fly ball out to center field. Myers takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Carpenter wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And the strike call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. Chopper right side. McLain to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Spencer Torkelson.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. Check swing called strike. That is strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Chop to the left side. Suarez. And he beats it. He's safe.
Up next for the Tigers, the catcher, number 13, Dillon Dingler.
Torkelson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, and 2 now. That one is absolutely belted, carrying well. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So 1 hit is all they get. 6, 7, 8 do in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Reds 6 and the Tigers 1. You're watching Reds baseball on the Show, Ohio. Back here at Great American Ballpark. Now it's the Reds DH, Nathaniel Lowe. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Brennan Hanafy, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. The lefty, the 1-0.
Hey!
That one blasted deep to right. Going back on this one. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Plenty of extra carry on that ball to right there. Almost got out of here thanks to the wind. It's whipping right now.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Oh, and 2 now.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Ball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Chopped left side, and that's just foul. Goes down looking.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him off and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
Benson in the box again, takes a strike. That one catches the corner for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Reds go down quietly. They still lead it though, 6-1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
I was born in the city. You know I'm gonna bring me down. Yeah, I was born in the city. Don't you beat me down. Yeah.
And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swings through that one out in front that time. He goes down looking.
Up next for the Tigers, the shortstop, Zach.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Hey!
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The Reds leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's the 0-2.
Foul ball.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Tigers, the right fielder, Wenceel.
2 down, bases empty. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Wenceel Perez. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. In the air to left center. Friedl under it. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1.
Now pitching for the
A new arm into the game, the righty, Brennan Hanafy.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is.
leading off.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
McLain.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
The 0-1. And he takes a strike. Hanafy, a 6'5" righty. He features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch-out.
Up next for the Reds, the left fielder, number 29, TJ Friedl.
Ball 1.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Sends it to first. 2 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Dane Myers, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 3. And that drops in for a strike. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. It's the Reds 6 and the Tigers 1. Back here in Cincinnati. Sully's back out to begin the 8th. Been a really nice outing for him so far, Singy.
He's thrown the ball really well. Kept hitters off balance, and he's been very efficient with that pitch count. But at this point, even though it's been relatively low, you start keeping an eye on it to make sure that he doesn't have any fatigue and injuring himself.
No action in the bullpen, though. Looks like they're going to let him stay out there. And the 0-1. In the air out to center. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Tigers, the second baseman.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. 0 for 3 in this one.
Hey!
Oh, 1 down. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
The left fielder, number 31, Riley Greene.
Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. And they cut into the lead. It's 6-2.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's Singy. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Carpenter in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two down, nobody on. Popped up first base side. And that'll do it. Tigers add 1 to the lead on this homer. Last half of the 8th coming up. This is Reds baseball on the Show, Ohio. On to the bottom of the 8th. In now for the Reds, Elly De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
And that's off the outside edge. And it's 1-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
That one missing inside. Swings and sends a rocket to right. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Reds, the first baseman, Sal Stewart.
Hey!
This kid's power really stands out. Even though he's a top prospect, I still thought it was going to take time before he started to hit bombs, but I was wrong.
Nope.
I didn't think he'd be able to adjust this quickly.
And now 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Up and in, and it's 3-2. And he walked him.
That's ball 4.
Up next for the Reds, the third baseman,
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Stewart over at first with one away.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games. In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. There's one. Nothing across here this half. Through 8 full. Reds lead this one 6-2. Last chance coming up here for the Tigers.
now pitching for the Reds.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Graham Ashcraft.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Leading off for Detroit, the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's going back. Back some more. And that one is gone over the right field wall. And Torque muscles one out of here. And they cut into the deficit. It's 6-3.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side of the hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Hey!
The 0-1. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Here's the third baseman, Colt Keith. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
Hey!
Man at second. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Popped in the air, left field, and there's one down.
Up next to the Tigers, the shortstop, McKinstry.
important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Swings over the top of that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop angle. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contacting balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Tigers, the right fielder, Wenceel Perez.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the right fielder, Wenceel Perez.
Hey!
Man on second, 2 down. And it's fouled away. One strike away. Fights it off. He'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Right through there, got it. Ball game.
Nice sweep in this series, and you continue playing at home. Everything feels good right now. This is the type of run that you can put together a nice, long winning streak. We'll see if they're able to do it in the next game.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
To my real ill heavyweight hitters, go-getters, 50 ways to make niggas. They come on the spot to fail sisters like the hair rail spitters and kids on the ziggas. When it's ugly, then the club is lovely. Dogs be sipping bubbly to my comrade. They keep it flaming hot on dangerous blocks, claiming spots where the goal is to be one of the top ranked soldiers. One of the high rollers, get respect in the hood.